Lena?
Hey. So, I did it. I sent the tip off about your oil rig from an anonymous account.
And?
Well, guess what? They asked me for details. And of course, I couldn't give them any, so they were polite but not impressed. They didn't take me seriously, which was expected.
Yeah, it wasn't a great plan, was it? Thanks for trying, though.
It's not the end, John.
It's not?
I thought that if I don't have the information they need, maybe I could reach out to someone who does. So I contacted Ben Harris.
You didn't.
I did. I was expecting him to be suspicious or hostile, even, at a stranger calling him out of the blue. But he was a really friendly guy.
So I've heard.
Yeah, he was a little confused when I didn't want to introduce myself, but I got to the point quickly.
Do you think it worked?
I have no idea. But he didn't write it off. Looks like he was considering speaking out earlier. He just needed a little push from the outside. Whatever happens now, I guess it's done. Your alternate life path just interfered with reality.
It's funny. We'll never know if it was necessary.
Thanks for telling me that now.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing something as crazy as that for me. You really went out of your way for this thing.
Sure. Crazy stuff was always my strong suit.
I won't argue with that.
Yeah, right. Anyway, you'd better get back to your preparations. You don't have much time left.
I know, but it was worth it. Thank you. Looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there. I think I'm starting to see something here. I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base, and we'll talk more.
Your work didn't do itself while you were exploring your possibilities out there?
So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one.
Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible?
What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Really? Tell me more.
You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize.
Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand.
Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Oh. That's bold.
Bold, dangerous, and necessary.
So you really think you can do it?
I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
A scientific breakthrough.
And we can play a leading role in it.
What do you want me to do?
The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
How are you holding up?
It doesn't matter as long as I do my job.
You sound like Dad.
I'm sober, responsible, and successful. I'm everything he wasn't.
this? So, I have news. We just might have managed to help Ben avoid an accident. What? Seriously? How? Tell me. Easy, easy. It's not the end of the road yet, but it looks like the seed has been sown. Lena didn't have much luck with the anonymous tip-off, but she managed to contact Ben himself. He's willing to consider whistleblowing any problems with safety on the rig. And, she said he was a nice guy. Huh. Sounds like Ben. Wow. Did we just hack reality? Yeah. It's amazing. Looks like anything is possible if you just put your heart into it. I always knew that, and I'm glad I could prove it to you. So, what are you gonna do when you get back to Earth? I haven't thought of that yet. I'm trying hard to focus on getting there in one piece. But after what you just told me, I'm hopeful for what's to come. You still remember that it wouldn't be a good idea to reach out to Ben, right? I know the thought of me doing that scares the shit out of you. And maybe it scares me too. I don't know what I'd do given the chance, but I do know one thing. If someone is meant for you, sooner or later, life will bring you together. Even if the rules of physics tell you it's impossible. If you put it that way, I won't stand in the way of love. That's because you understand it. You know what it means to love somebody, and the fact that for you it was someone else, Lena, only means that we're separate individuals. I guess we do. Thank you for taking me on this journey. For making me see that I'm a person in my own right, and that it's only up to me which path I choose next. What would taste like that? What the?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Well, we don't seem to have the luxury of testing anything in a safe environment. So I guess we'll just have to close our eyes and push the button.
Maybe your ignorance is a blessing in this case, because we don't have a choice. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes. Once we turn this thing on and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can, penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long. Exactly. That's...
I think we have everyone we need.
It will have to be flawlessly prepared. There will be no time to reset, and no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead. Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. We don't...
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need? And the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to...
Right.
When you're ready to start, and we'll... Any progress with finding the turf?
What?
But...
Good point. The team's not ready for this.
Battery packs?
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
It's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. We have a short circuit in the research lab, and I will need to contain it.
No, I'll go. You, damn it, okay. You take care of it.
We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. These humans are unstable, but your battery might actually profit from that phenomenon.
Prism anomaly. That slowed me down. I need to press on. It's getting pretty hot down here. Someone do something about that cooling system.
Jan, we're not gonna hold on for much longer.
Get up there and destroy that son of a bitch. Almost there. What? Come on. Not more anomalies. It's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick. Yes, I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out of there. It's going to disintegrate. You need to get down now. No other way down. About a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back. Did quite well, don't you think?
Man, we played it like a well-conducted orchestra. Why were we even arguing? We so were awesome. Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
I'm proud to be here with you, right now, in this moment. I'll never forget this feeling. Cheers to us, huh? Yeah, I still can't believe any of it. But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. What? Hide us? Why? You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now? Let me get this straight. You want to smuggle us on board that ship? I don't know about you guys, but to me, that has trouble written all over it.
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Sounds risky and surreal. But I don't think Jan would be bringing that up if the threat weren't real.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed? Why didn't we know about this? Still having doubts if we should trust them. I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here. They work for the corporation, which means they'll have their greedy eyes on one thing. Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage.
Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow.
And?
What next? What do you think? Get the fuck out of here. What? And just leave them?
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody.
So what do you suggest?
If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it.
Such as?
We could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
No. There has to be another way than killing. Oh, give me a break. They're mercenaries working for one of the most evil organizations on Earth. Why should we feel sorry for them? It should be something Jan could carry out on his own if we're really supposed to be hidden from them.
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them.
Like a sleeping gas?
Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. We don't have the time. We're almost there. Do we really want to ruin everything now by being so fucking self-righteous? The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready. Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something. Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision: the success of the mission.
We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else. Thank you for saying that loud and clear.
Okay, you can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that. I already talked to him, and he said he'd think it over.
Well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then. We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rubidium. How do you want us to fit inside a rubidium arc?
A rubidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit? How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with rubidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake rubidium arc. A Trojan horse rubidium arc.
I'm starting to like the dynamic in this room.
Yeah, I like it.
That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? Have you really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking. We're in this together. This is it. Oh, I can't wait to give that rescue team a warm welcome.
Yes.
a minute? We need to talk. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now.
Great. And, how's your Rapidian status?
Actually, I managed to collect enough to build another Orc.
You did? Oh, man, why didn't you say anything?
Well, I was kinda busy, getting ready to get out of here.
Yeah, good. We need to be quick.
Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I also asked a lot of you. And you took me seriously. You know, I did a lot of thinking after the last time we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him. Well, now I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. But you risked a lot too. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan. Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat. A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
That sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and... have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
Any chance of reuniting our crew? Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? Yeah, no, we need more storage space. Made some pretty incredible memories in here. What's going on? Oh, what's the sleeping gas? Any chance of reuniting? So, this is it. Have a safe trip and See you on the other side. Thanks for helping me deal with my regrets and everything. What would I ever do without you, man? We're gonna have to stay away from each other back on Earth, huh? Yep. It's gonna be safer for you that way. Let Ally Corp come looking for me and leave you alone. Look at you. Reasonable and fearless. It's been a ride, huh? I'll see you around, brother. So, it's not goodbye, right? I'm trusting you with my life. Don't fuck it up, okay? You doubting me? Just giving you a little motivational push, in case you were considering other options. Where would you be without us, huh? I would not be aware of so many things about myself, that's for sure. There you have it. He owes something to every part of himself. I'll keep that in mind. I trust you will. Now, I guess it's time to make myself comfortable in my sarcophagus. So, wish me luck. Yeah, good luck. And thanks for looking out for me. Shame we didn't get more time with each other. Are you serious? Because I got the impression we had a lot of quality time together. You mean I was a pain in the ass? At least you got to know your messy side. Glad you call it quality time. Anyways, later, man. Use that good fortune of yours to get us out of here in one piece. Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus. Yes, it's a shame we're leaving. I feel there's more I could have discovered. You'll have a lot to do on Earth. Maybe, but it might be hard to do in hiding. Something tells me I'm going to look back on this and think of it as the best time of my life. See you on the other side, Jan. Thanks for sticking around, buddy. So, this is it, huh? Real life awaits. You excited? Excited? Terrified? Everything at once. But whatever happens, I know the bond between people can overcome the most improbable obstacles. So you don't have to worry about our friendship. I'm not worried. Take care out there. The world is your oyster. I won't let ourselves down.
Jan, Agatha here. Our people are about to land. Did you prepare everything as we discussed?
Everything's ready. Relax.
I know you've been talking to Lena.
You do? Yeah. I know you do.
I thought we had a deal. No more secrets. Do you really think you can pull one over on me?
What about your part of the deal? You never said anything about the rescue team being an armed squadron.
Oh. So you expect me to explain myself to you now? After everything that's happened, I must say that's cheeky. But I will indulge you. The team is armed because this is a Rapidium retrieving mission, Jan. And the corporation will protect its assets with whatever means available. Now, I don't know what you and your ex have been discussing so fervently on an unauthorized channel, but I would like you to listen to me very carefully. Whatever you might be thinking of doing, you must understand that your time of breezy irresponsibility is coming to an end. You are heading back to society, where certain rules and laws apply. In this world, every decision you make has consequences. And not just for you. Take Lena, for example. A career, so promising. It would indeed be a shame were it to be cut short by criminal charges.
Are you threatening me? Because I don't like it.
I'm just laying down the situation for you. As it is. If the mission is compromised, I'm afraid the Disciplinary Commission will have no choice but to investigate her involvement thoroughly. I can't imagine you'd possibly value a bunch of quantum-projected reflections of yourself more than your real loving wife. Because that would be very narcissistic. The corporation owes them nothing. You owe them nothing. They do not exist for real, and you know that. Because you're a grown man, Jan Dolsky, not a child who believes in fantasies. Smuggle them on board the ship as you were told, and do not attempt a single thing we haven't agreed on. Once you take off, your nightmare will be over, and there will be no more than ghosts to you. You'll forget your worries. Everything is different in the light of day. And of course, I can't wait to have a blast with you at our press conference.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, being a home for me, for us.
This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting Repidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
All I can say is that I'm a man of many talents.
Humble and honest. I like that. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that Repidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolsky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Repidium or anything?
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
I don't know what your scanner is showing you, but I went to a lot of effort to collect that rubidium and pack it up for the journey. You're gonna have to trust me that I did it well.
Yeah. Of course, I'm not suspecting you of a blunder, Mr. Dolsky. Sorry if I came across as rude. Of course I trust you.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the place and get out of here. On the double now.
Nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy. Okay, focus on more important assets than Dolsky's on the We ain't got all day. Yes, sir. Head into the research lab and we should be done. You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Just a random sequence of events. Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Now on to unrest in the capital. Expect roadblocks after another street battle broke out over a warehouse of food supplies. It was the third incident of this kind in the last month, with the total number of casualties estimated to exceed 200. In reaction to the escalation of violence, the international community is putting pressure on Ally Corp as a subsidized organization to be more transparent about their research on rubidium-based crops. Ever since Ally Corp announced the success of its rubidium mining mission, predicting a breakthrough in agriculture and biotechnology, experts have been debating about the potential impact of these developments.
My concern is that they're not transparent about their plans, because the amount of rubidium they have is limited. So they've probably decided on developing only those solutions which can maximize their profit in the short term. And that will not change anything. People will keep growing restless. violence will continue. Rapidium-based crops, if we ever get to see them, need to be available to everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
You mean Ally Corp's version?
That's exactly what I mean. No mention of any illegal experiments up there, and you can count on leniency.
Legal experiments.
Listen, I don't know the details of what went on, and I don't have to know. But we should be glad Ally Corp is willing to turn a blind eye on what you did. Steering their ship into a goddamn desert.
Yeah, well, they got their Rapidium.
That's right. And the Rapidium spin is all they care about. For now. They could stop being so generous if you don't play along. So just go with their story that you lost it up there.
That's your recommendation, as my lawyer.
It makes sense, doesn't it? A man stranded on a hostile planet after losing his whole crew, all alone for so long.
Temporary insanity, huh?
It's a valid strategy.
Right. I guess it does add up, if you look at it from a certain angle.
That's correct. You need to be pragmatic here.
Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified first, Lucas Pena. He said that your erratic behavior could have been caused by manipulative instructions sent to you by Dr. Maxwell, his former boss.
Thanks, Lucas. You're a real friend.
Maxwell's dismissal from the corporation is something we can work with. But still, you did what you did. You hijacked that ship.
So you still think I'm going to jail?
I don't think we can avoid that altogether. But there's a big chance for probation.
Probation high. I think I could handle that. Right. What about the other hearing?
Lena, she stuck to everything we discussed. No surprises there.
Okay.
Well, maybe except for one moment at the end when she pointed out that this was not just any mission for you. And how she witnessed you facing those struggles all by yourself and emerging a changed, better man out of it all.
Really? Those her words?
Yeah. Not exactly a game changer considering the scandal surrounding her exit from Ally Corp, but it's something.
It means a lot to me that she's still rooting for me, despite everything.
You'll be allowed to talk to her after the trial. I know she wants to meet. For now, why don't we focus on your testimony? Let's go through it one more time.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.